Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Getting ready to play a dual commentary game against Seikster. Um, actually, a over-the-board friend of mine I've played on this channel before. Okay, so we have a French defense here, and I'm actually going to play a line that's similar to something that I normally play. I know that he normally plays the Vinegar, or the Winnower variation with bishop b4. And I normally go into this line with a3, premature a3, takes on c3, takes on g4, and I play queen g4. I was planning on doing something else, but turns out that we don't have a Vinegar. We have a classical French. I think that's what this would be. So let's see. I'm actually not sure how to play this position. Not quite sure, but I have some idea. Going to develop here. I don't know if I want to develop the bishop just yet. Let's play f4 first. I don't want to develop the bishop just yet because I don't want to leave b2 sensitive. Develop the knight. Idea here for me is going to be try and have faster development than my opponent. Bishop b5 doesn't look that great. I could play bishop e3 here. Then if he plays queen b6, I play rook b1. It's not bad. That means I'm not going to castle queenside, but again, I'm not sure how he continues to pressure my center. Well, I'm sure he has a way. I'd like to figure out how I can get my king castled here. Bishop e2. Could I do that immediately? Bishop e2 immediately is interesting. Or queen d3. Spending a little bit too much time thinking about this in Blitz. So, let's play bishop e2 first. If he takes on d4, I take on d4, he takes, I take. And then you can play bishop c5, but I haven't castled yet. I probably am going to have to need to play bishop e3 anyway, so bishop e2 is probably inaccurate. Not the kind of thing you want to do against somebody, especially somebody that knows their theory. Which I'm sure my opponent knows his French theory backwards and forwards. I tell him here, good. Nice move. Was expecting a Vinegar. Alright. Yeah, so I'm guessing take on d4, I take back. Bishop c5 looks good. Cuts out castling. I don't have bishop e3 anymore. Probably the way for him to go. Do I have ideas of queen d3 or somehow trying to play queen d3 and then bishop e3? Looks like my play is going to be very slow. Okay, so bishop e7 is going to allow me to castle. This is the problem. This is the trick. Right? If I castle, then he takes on d4, I take on d4, he takes on d4, I take with the queen, bishop c5, I lose the queen. So let's play bishop e3 first. Not going to fall for these tricks and traps. Otherwise, bishop e7, what is your bishop going to do there? Going to try and play f6 probably. Let's castle. And he'll probably challenge my center with f6. After which, maybe I take there and then take on c5? Not sure. See, really my bishop here belongs on d3, but I didn't want to put it there because then I drop d4. So I should have just played bishop e3, then bishop d3, then castles. If I play bishop d3, I'm basically tempo behind, which is not cool. Could trade knight a4, but it doesn't really do a lot. Bishop d3, again, doesn't do much. Knight to b4. And I don't think I have enough firepower to carry out an attack, especially since his dark square bishop is here. If I could trade the bishops somehow, that would be good for me. Another idea was to try and reroute the queen. Bishop queen e8, queen f2. Queen e8, queen e1. If he takes on d4, takes, that should be okay. The fact that the bishop takes here is okay, because then bishop c5 doesn't do anything. I've already burned up a lot of time in this position so far, and even though the little banner on this video says rapid game, this is, I guess, a blitz game, so I will have to start to move a little quicker. Now, am I threatening to win on c5? I might be. I just might have threats like that. Is that the only threat in my position? Probably. Ah, no, if queen b6, I could play f5. If he takes, then I take on d5. Ah, so that's probably what this is designed to prevent. That's a nice move, b4. I mean, the automatic defense, queen b6, I play f5, and at least it puts pressure on him. So here, where does my knight go? To a4? Almost can get stuck there, but it's not stuck yet, and it does pressure c5. So let's try that. Sort of trying to attack the dark squares on his queen side. And I never thought I would be attacking the queen side in a French defense, but what can you do? Oh, okay, this is interesting. Quite strange. Not sure what this is designed to do. I'm going to try c3. I don't mind putting the knight back here, because I always have ideas of f4, f5. Idea here for him is, can you just play b3? Oh, he could play that too. It's somewhat interesting. Now, I'm going to play b3. I could take here, I could take here. Threatening to take twice on c4, so he's got to do something. This is going to defend my knight. Again, I had to make a snap decision, running way low on time. Okay, so I take back, takes on c3. Again, d4 is defended fairly well. Want to be able to pressure d5. In some ways, the d5 pawn is sort of like the pride of the French player's position. Well, maybe not really, and I really don't know that. I don't play the French as black. But that's why I think it's kind of nice sometimes to generate an attack against that pawn itself. Okay, now he's going after the pride of my position, the light squared bishop. But I think I can ignore that and just allow him to take it if he wants it. So I'm going to push forward with f5. Can't really do anything about his attack on the bishop. I'm not going to sacrifice the exchange for the sake of that piece. He's not going to take here. That would be a bad decision. Bishop b4 from him actually looks somewhat interesting. Now I have ideas of knight b5. Oh, I could have played that one move ago, so then you didn't have to take on e2. I wonder how that would have worked out. Knight b5, pinning my own knight. But it's not really a great pin because, I mean, I don't worry about him taking the e2 bishop. Then I could go maybe to f6. I don't know, that's probably not that great. As it stands now, he's not going to take on f5. That would be a bad move, I think. I think that he's going to try and do something else, and I'll have the option of taking here or pushing with f6. So he's not going to want to move his bishop or his knight. He's going to want to probably contain the f6 move as much as he can. Maybe this knight he'll put the b4. Doesn't really hit anything important. Does cover d5. So then I might have to do something about my own pawn. Yeah, knight b4, I think I have to take on e6. So he takes there. I didn't think that this was possible. Well, I mean, it's possible. It's not going to be terrible for him. But I like the idea of being able to take on d5. And now I'm the one with the center. And I think my pawns are going to be easier to hold. So I could take here. I could take his bishop. Let's get rid of that dark square bishop. I want to kind of dominate the dark squares here. I don't see where this knight is going. It's going to d5, which is a nice blockading square, but Other than that, I'm not sure what it does. Okay, I gotta move fast. Knight g5 to attack f5. And threaten queen h5, mate. Why not? Let's threaten mate. Why not? Okay. Defends that. Okay. Defends against the mate as well. So let's slide over to h3. Threaten mate again. Also, incidentally, controlling d5. No knight d5 for you. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, and the time is kind of evening up here. Let's threaten mate again. h5, yeah, predictable. Let's see. If I sack here, he takes, I take here. I think that is mate, right? I hope. Alright, there's no time to calculate this. I'm just going to go for it. Oh, there is time to calculate it because there's increment. This is probably a bad decision. And I could take on h5 or I could take on f5. Either way, he's going to play f6. That's a saving resource. No, he doesn't play there. Interesting. Oh, interesting. He doesn't need to. Does he? Okay. Alright. This has gone south for me. I don't think I have enough time to protect everything. Now again, he's going to take on g6 probably. Let's see. Let's threaten h5 and f5 and a8. Got ideas of e6. Okay, again, threatening h7, which would be checkmate. Oof, man. I think he had me in that game. It's really the time scramble. All right. All right. So thanks for watching. I'll be back soon, maybe with another game with a rematch.